Hi guys, I'm Shmi. We're at the Geneva Motor Show. We're on the Koenigsegg stand, and I'm joined by Christian von Koenigsegg himself.
Well, nice to have you here, Shmi.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be back and see production spec Regera.
Exactly. So this year we have 2 customer Regeras and 1 customer and custom Agera RS.
Indeed.
So so we really don't have like a new car model or anything like that to show, but we're very excited that we're finally getting these bad boys on the road.
Oh, for sure. And this car, visually, the color is spectacular.
Thank you. It's the same red we've been going with on a couple of models, but the combination of the polished carbon and this red over the car is really a striking combination, I think. So,
and the ability to close the door from the key, of course.
We have a little new thing here I can show you. Let's see. If you look at the front, the logo there, if you go over there.
Oh.
I'll do it again. So we have this bird's eye view camera system with cameras on the wing mirrors.
So the cameras on the mirrors and at the front.
Underneath here, and then we have in the rear.
Okay, so you have a full 360 vision.
Exactly.
It's quite unusual.
And then if we open up here, let's see. We have these 2 small glove boxes there for wireless phone charging.
Okay.
And now you can see on the screen how the car opens up, the way it opens up in reality.
And the specification of the car in the display.
Exactly.
That's quite a neat little touch.
So we have on the back wall here, we have USB connectors and also outlets for earphones.
Okay.
We have a USB connector for each earphone, so if you want to use this, for example, if you travel long and you want to have these Bose kind of plug-in things.
Yeah. Noise cancelling.
Then you can use the microphone to speak on the phone system in the car.
Okay.
And also use the music system to play in your earphones. However, this car is not a loud car. I mean, it has a rubber-mounted engine on active rubber mounts, a lot of sound insulation. Here we also have the warning triangle position on the other side for an umbrella, just to kind of showcase that it's actually
I never knew
practical.
about that. So the warning triangle sits in there,
and the umbrella, on the other
side.
And
that's a nice little touch.
A little pocket here in the door, where you can store your phone or stuff like that.
Yep.
So trying to make it like very livable, as this is a GT-esque mega car.
Yes, of course. Well, I remember very much my first sensation going out with you in the car when it was brand new, the prototype of the car. That feeling of how much more usable it is.
Right, exactly.
Per se. And I suppose adding all of these new features and I mean, the camera system, for example, not having to worry about where the front splitter is.
Exactly.
Makes it all a little bit easier.
And with we don't have that yet, but with the over-the-air upgradability of software and with the camera there, and with the memory storage we have in the car, we could use that for track driving in combination with the G-force meters and do some augmented stuff on top, you know.
Okay, yeah. I see where that's going.
Shoot to your app and shoot to your friends, and we don't have it yet, but it's
I was going to say, you heard it here first. It's coming next year.
It's just a software upgrade.
Yeah, understood.
The hardware is
the
there.
key itself I see in your hand, just to have a look at.
So this is actually for the other car over there. This one has a black leather here.
So that matches the other car. We'll head over there in a second.
We can actually operate both cars here right now with them, but otherwise they're matched. You can have red or black for this one. And then you can have this shiny or matte or coated or whatever you want.
Is this car number 1?
Which one is first? They
car number 1 and 2,
parallel. They're both one, you can say. If we look at the chassis numbers, I'm sure one number is higher than the other, but they were finished the same day.
Built together.
Yeah, built together, exactly.
Well, I've always been a big fan of the colour. I remember seeing it in the past on a CCX, I think it was. Right. Similar combination, but this
now we have this, just a simple thing, you know, but now it's this quick fuel solution. So you don't need to unscrew some things. There are many cars with that, but it's just, we're trying to make it as practical as possible for everyday life.
For sure.
Of course, this is the fuel cap.
Oh yes, you open the rear from the key.
So you just press the button here. So it's a huge thing moving, but it's just a button to press.
Yeah, for sure.
So every time you fill up, you have a showcase at the petrol station.
Yes, I can imagine. Most people who would see that opening would wonder what on earth was going on.
Right, exactly.
But so that's not the only car on the stand here.
No.
We also have this one.
Yes.
A very particular Agera RS.
This is the Agera RS Gryphon. So technically it's an Agera RS with a 1 megawatt power upgrade and the roof scoop and some extra custom winglets in the front.
Okay.
Apart from that, it's technically an Agera RS.
Completed in visual carbon with
carbon,
painted gold leaf.
With gold leaf striping. And the owner wanted a special name, as it's quite custom. He wanted a special name for the car. So he has a Persian origin. He lives in California, the Persian origins. So we found out that the landscape symbol for the area we are in Sweden is the Gryphon, which is like a fairy tale animal, bird, kind of. Yeah. You can see it here. I don't know what.
Well, I was going to draw attention to this. The matching helmet you've provided or produced alongside the car to match right with it. I like how you positioned that.
Exactly. So the myth of this animal, this mythical animal, comes from Persia.
Yeah. Okay.
And our landscape in Sweden uses it for some reason. And the Gripen aeroplane, Gripen is Swedish for Gryphon. The Gripen fighter jets in our hangar have this same name, but in Swedish. So we kind of find this nice link between the customer, the landscape, the building. So this is a US version, so we have smart airbags in the side doors, smart airbags in the steering wheel on the dashboard, electrical seats, new instrument type of cluster, different than previous
okay, yeah, I see that.
And also the new technology, this is a 7-inch center screen, and the Regera we have 9-inch, but we have managed to put the same software and hardware behind it, so it has CarPlay and memory functions and 4G upgradability, so it's really getting closer to the technical level of the Regera from that perspective.
Okay, that's very interesting, and that's, I think, something that I quite like, is the way you can upgrade and keep bringing new technology into the cars. It's not
and actually these infotainment systems we can retrofit all the way back to CCX. You can take your CCX, put that screen in, and then you have suddenly CarPlay and internet connectivity and all these things.
Yes.
And it can tie up to the Koenigsegg cloud, so we can track the car and make sure that it's doing well and everything, you know.
That is very nice. Well, I personally love the way this is designed. It's very similar to a car that's in the UK in dark blue carbon with similar sort of gold leaf styling.
The first gold leaf car we did, which I think was the world's first clear carbon car with gold leaf on it. Now we're seeing more and more similar, like other brands doing it, but it's become popular. I mean, this is the 4th or 5th car we're doing with it, and it's an interesting mix of high tech and old school. And it can't. I mean, you can think it sounds a bit garish, but with gold on a car. But to me, it's instead of just a yellow color stripe, it has more of a depth to it. And I think it kind of works quite well.
And it finishes nicely with the sort of the caps and the different parts around.
Exactly.
So that's two of the very special cars on your stand.
Right.
But there is one more lurking behind us as well, which I personally am a big fan of. I think dark green for the carbon fiber is really rather beautiful. Tan leather goes very nicely against it. The wheels, and it's something.
Exactly. So here we were having a little bit of fun. On this side we have this white gold leaf hand spun customization of the Regera carbon fiber wheel. On this side is what the customer chose for the car. This is what it's going to get delivered with. But
the full
just to show what you can do, we put those wheels on the other side. That's an idea. Because I mean, carbon fiber wheels are cool, but sometimes you want a little bit more brightness to a wheel, and you can we can paint it silver, or we can do gold leaf, yellow, white, or different areas to brighten it up a little.
This is a discussion I have with my audience, who will be watching this quite regularly, because I like my silver wheels on my cars.
Right.
I keep getting told to paint them black. But this one is.
I fully understand that.
I mean, this one is a very, very smart specification. The way the whole car looks, the way it's
when I saw the rendering that the customer chose with this specification, I said, that's kind of elegant, maybe on the verge of being a little bit boring. But when you see the end result, it all comes together, and it looks tight and clean, and I don't feel anything is missing. It really works. And green carbon is maybe not the obvious, but this shape is kind of a little bit classic.
I think
almost 60s shape.
Classic is a lovely word for it. It's very smart. It's very elegant, if you can use the word elegant for such a car.
Yes.
And the combination with the interior just matching, pretty perfect.
And of course, from a technical specification, it's the same as the red one over there.
Of course.
None of them have the additional aero package we now offer.
Okay.
We haven't showcased any car with that, but it's in our configurator. We have and there's some online pictures of that, where there's a little winglet thing here and the front and a bigger splitter.
Okay.
Which increases the downforce from 400 to 600 kilos and makes it a little bit more aggressive. It takes away a little bit of the elegance, gives a bit more aggression, a little bit more downforce.
Okay.
But I think this car definitely suits without it.
So I guess it's not going to be too long until they're out and about on the road?
Exactly. I'm expecting to deliver these cars to the customers sometime summer. We just finished them for the show. They are the 2 first customer cars. We of course have a regime of test driving our cars, especially the first
Yes,
2
for
customer
sure.
cars. So
For
they
sure.
will take a little while before they come out to the customers, but mechanically they are finished.
Wonderful. Well, thank you ever so much for showing us around. I really
pleasure.
appreciate it, as always. I hope you guys have enjoyed looking at the new cars that we've got on your stand this year. And yes, thank
Great.
you again.
Shmi.
I will
Thank
see you again very soon.
Absolutely, next time.
Well, I will wrap up. See you later. I'll wrap up this video for there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. That is it for now. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.